This is not going to be a typical video about audio. I started out with some digital audio, believe it or not, playing this new to me Pioneer Elite disc player. My manager at work gave this to me, and he gave it to me in part because I had told him that I got this Denon AVR-2802 audio video receiver, mainly to listen to audio. I doubt I will ever set it up for a home theater. Why is that, you ask? I outgrew home theater many years ago. Dolby Pro Logic was, it just got old. It just got tired. I mean, how many times can you watch Top Gun and, tell your friends, oh, listen to the airplane start out in this speaker and end up in the back in that speaker, and have them swivel their heads back and forth in amazement. It's like a circus novelty. I just don't think it adds that much to a movie watching experience. I know others are going to disagree with me, but the novelty has long worn off. This is one novelty that has not worn off for me, and that is vinyl. Absolutely loving this Technics SL-QD35 turntable. It is my go-to turntable right now, and I love it. I absolutely love it. One of the many advantages of running this Denon receiver, and I'm going to talk a little bit too about the Onkyo AV receiver that I featured on my channel a few weeks back. I love that receiver, and in some ways that may be a superior receiver to this Denon. Why is that, you ask? I have a theory, and I believe that has to do with how the digital processing is implemented. I do believe that the preamplifier in the Onkyo has a lot of DSP going on, and based on the listening I've done here with this Denon and listening to vinyl through the phonograph input, is it the DSP is implemented external to the preamplifier, and it's more there for kind of like a on and off and switchable feature, where the Onkyo, the signal to noise ratio is just so fantastic. It's so whisper quiet, and it actually enhances playback of vinyl. But anyways, I'm getting off the beaten track. I'm going to challenge you, and I'm going to challenge you not to listen to gear. Now, I've got some gear here that I enjoy and that I love, but it's just gear. I've got some music. If you are a fan of my channel, you'll know that I absolutely love Maria Callas. I think she's the greatest singer, perhaps, that ever lived. Certainly the greatest soprano that ever lived. I'm talking all genres. This woman just lived an amazing life, was a colossal talent, and changed music as we listen to it today. I've got some Herbert von Karajan, a Tchaikovsky collection. You say what you will about von Karajan, certainly one of the greatest conductors that ever lived. I don't think I'm going out on a limb by saying that. The guy was phenomenal. He was just great, and really enjoyed listening to this piece this afternoon around lunchtime. And I'll get to really the crown jewel, if you can call it that, of my compact disc collection, and that's this Mercury Living Presence Collector's Edition. It's actually 51 CDs. It's 50 CDs plus a bonus one. And what they did was they digitally remastered all the Mercury Living Presence recordings, put them on compact disc, offered them in a series of box sets. I do believe this is the first one in a series. I got this dirt cheap at where else but a thrift store. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's crisp, it's clear, it's precise, and the music is phenomenal. It is just phenomenal. Now, when you hear a Mercury Living Presence recording, everything was mic'd and produced a certain way. That may grow tedious for some listeners. There's times where I listen to it and I feel as though I'm listening to kind of a budget recording, but I don't think Mercury Living Presence was a budget label at all. It was just a creative decision, how it was mic'd, how it was produced. They're fantastic recordings, they really are. But here's my challenge, going back to what I had mentioned before. Challenge your ears, challenge yourself, maybe your relationship to music, your passion, your joy for listening to music. And don't just play music, listen to it. And when I say listen, sit back, relax, listen to an entire recording. Don't use this background noise. Actually listen to it and actually appreciate it for what it is. Maybe listen to it a couple of times now. I've certainly done that with Carmen. I don't know a single word of French. I don't know any Italian. I don't know any German or Greek. But I love listening to opera. If you're so inclined, follow along with the libretto. But don't have the television on in the background. Don't have any other, don't have certainly any internet sources or any of that stuff going on in the background. Just listen to the music that you're playing. It might be an hour of your time. It might be 45 minutes. If you're listening to a box set, it might be a couple of hours. But listen, don't just play, and see what you can get out of it. I'm going to give you a great example. Actually, I'll give you a couple of examples right here. I listened to this recording last night. This is Ray Charles at Newport. I never knew this, but last night after listening to it, I did some looking up online, and Ray Charles was also an accomplished saxophone player. And on this recording, he plays, I think it's Hot Rod right here. I could be wrong. It's either Blues Waltz or Hot Rod. He plays a saxophone solo that is bloody off the charts. It is phenomenal and would probably rival the John Coltrane's of the world. Now, I'm not saying that Ray Charles was as good of a sax player as John Coltrane, but man, if this guy just stuck to the saxophone, he probably would have been one of the greats. You know, we know him for his voice, certainly. We know him for his piano playing. We know him for his historic recordings, but this was recorded in Newport, Rhode Island at the Jazz Festival in 1958. Listen to it. Listen to this recording. I cannot say it enough. If you have an opportunity to buy this, get it. It is phenomenal. Last recording I'm going to talk about, this Deutsche Grammophon Mozart opera, Così fan tutti. This was recorded in 1974. I got this unopened, brand new in the box from 1974. This is going to be my listening from this afternoon. I'm going to listen to the whole thing. I'm not just going to play it in the background, but I'm going to listen and I'm going to appreciate. We'll see what I can get out of it. I'm guessing it's either in Italian or German. But what the heck? Why not listen? Why just play? And why just, you know, I hate to say it, but why listen to gear when you've got music like that? Yeah, the gear's fun and it's cool, and with the right combination, I'm not saying that these Minimus 7s are hi-fi or audiophile. They're far from it. But instead of tinkering with your gear, why not listen, truly listen to some of the world's great music? Take a break from the gear and immerse yourself. Everyone wants to show off what they've got. Yeah, I'm guilty of it as much as anyone. I cannot argue that. Sometimes people get very boastful with what they've got, and certainly there's plenty of people who shoot down what everyone else has got. I'm sure I'm gonna get flames within seconds of posting this video. Denon is junk. Pioneer is junk. Technics is junk. You're doing it all wrong. Don't listen to those people. Just don't listen to them. Listen to the music. Enjoy it on equipment that you enjoy. And don't listen to the trolls. Don't listen to them. Ignore them. They would rain on your parade. They would take the joy out of Christmas. They'd steal your Christmas gifts. Screw them. Screw them. Enjoy what you've got. Appreciate what you've got. You worked hard for it. Music. This stuff is meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to be listened to. It's meant to be appreciated. You know, if what I'm saying makes sense, leave a comment. But I hope I'm giving you some ways to challenge your ears, some way to shift a paradigm a little bit. And yeah, without question, I'm enjoying this Denon receiver. You know, somebody online said, oh, that's old, and it doesn't have HDMI inputs. And I asked the guy, Did you even ask me what I'm using this receiver for? I'm using it for 2-channel audio. I'm not using it for ProLogic. I'm not using it for DTS. I'm using it for music. Yeah, if I want to go crazy with surround sound, this Pioneer Elite is compatible with Super Audio CDs. Not that I can ever find them anywhere. I've looked. I can't find them anyplace. But if I wanted to listen to music that way, yeah, I'd have whatever, 7 speakers and be doing a music surround setup. That's not what I'm looking to do. Not at all. This Elite is probably never going to be patched into a TV set, so it's irrelevant to me. People never ask people on social media, oh, that's great. What are you using it for? I've never seen that question posed online, ever. Geez, Arthur, are you going to use that to compare vinyl or to CD? Are you going to listen to all digital recordings? Are you going to listen to remastered analog recordings? What are you going to use it for? Those are the questions that, you know, the trolls online never ask you, and they probably should. But enough about gear. Challenge your ears, start listening, start truly listening to audio and see what you think. Take care for now.